Hello everyone, my name is Kaci Schultz and I am a fellow executive to all of you at Amazon, and today I'm going to be doing my recommendation report on why Dallas and presentation on why Dallas is a great competitor for where we will place headquarters to. Slide 1 please. 1 in 5 business relocations are moving to to Texas in the last 5 years. So I looked into some of those factors as to why that is. And there were major factors as tax advantages, the major cities and location of the state itself, and the cost advantages of doing business and living in Texas. So I'll be looking into all of those factors as to why Dallas is a great choice for the headquarters to relocation. The first slide 2, please. The first factor is that the Texas is very business friendly. There's no corporate tax and there is no personal income tax. So with no corporate tax, there's a franchise tax in Texas. Say that 3 times fast. And so instead of federally, where corporations get taxed on all of the profit they are bringing in before expenses and all of the bills that need to be paid, Texas taxes on revenue only. So you get to pay all those bills first with all of that profit money and then only get taxed on your revenue, which creates major savings for the corporation. This isn't only beneficial for the corporation as well as employees with no personal income tax, as well as anyone who is working here day to day. You would not have to pay personal income tax, which means more money being brought home for employees, more money for their families, and happier employees day to day because they're bringing more home to show for what they do at work. So this is overall a major advantage to moving to Dallas, Texas. Slide 3, please. The second advantage is having Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport located right in the city. It can get you to 264 destinations worldwide. But a fun fact I found about the airport itself is that it can get you to any major international airport in America in 4 hours, in 4 hours time. So for all of the busy people in the room who are bouncing back and forth from location to location, if you are here at headquarters, you can get to any location in the country, any major city, any major international airport in 4 hours, which is a huge advantage for those of us who are crunched on time. Dallas also offered 24 million square feet of space in the downtown sector of Dallas, which is a huge influx of what we then compared to what we have in Seattle, which is only 8 million square feet. Not to say that's a little, but it's a whole lot more in the downtown sector of Dallas, which is also a huge advantage. Slide 4, please. The third advantage is the cost of living and cost of operating in Dallas, Texas is lower than the national average. So the cost of doing business is 4%, on average 4% lower than the national average, which says it in itself. It's lower than the country's average, so Dallas is a great place to look into. Dallas is also creating tons of jobs in the moment, so the quality of living is great for the people who live there and who continue to move there, because Dallas has 1.3 million people and is growing. So for all the people who are moving there, they've created 340,000 jobs in just the last 3 years. So it is a booming economy. They are creating jobs, people are making money, and people are happier because it costs less to do so. A major or a drawback to Dallas being where the location of the second headquarters would be the infrastructure strain that is currently going on in the city. There are tons of people there already, and there are tons of people planning on moving there just due to popularity of people out of state. So the city has looked into this. It's a little bit easier to fix, or easier said than done to fix the problem. But if the city continues to budget correctly and pour money into their public transportation, such as buses, trains, roads, and making sure that they can continue to decongest the area, the problem shouldn't be too much of ours to solve on our own rather than the city's. In conclusion, Texas as a whole, but Dallas specifically, has Texas as a whole has tax advantages that Dallas gets to utilize if we end up moving the headquarters to Dallas. If we did, there would be a major international airport that can get you to any major city in the country in 4 hours time, wheels up to wheels down. And the cost of living and operating is lower than the national average. So just in that in-between stage where, Dallas, Texas is on that lower end. Dallas should be seen as a strong competitor in this journey, but if you have any further questions or advice or feedback, please let me know so I can tweak this presentation and send it all out to you with the most updated information that I have. Thank you very much for your time.